Back-to-back cutters at the top of the zone. Next thing you know, bagong ball, big on. Brewers trailing 1-0. One equal. No message from Eagle River, Wisconsin. Now on the count 1-1.
This Astros team loves to hit the ball in the air. One of the lowest ground ball rates in all of baseball because they're trying to get the ball in the air. When they do get a homer, a lot of times they are solo home runs, but what comes with that is a lot of early outs in the air. And we just saw first pitch pop to Rengifo. Astros coming into today's ball game tied for third in the big leagues with home runs.
Tied in the third in the big leagues.
Majority of those are with nobody on base.
Yeah.
1-2 to Myers.
1-2 to Myers.
To center field now, Pete. Felix over to Mitchell. Making the call, making the catch for Cam Smith with a big home run. Makes it 1-0 Houston.
1-0 Houston.
My name is Karen, and I'm the head pharmacist at Corvallis Drug. This pharmacy has actually been here for over 100 years. I love the fact that I know all of my customers by name. We'll get customers come in and they're looking for a brain supplement, and Prevagen is the one I recommend. My husband, I put him on it about 6 months ago, and he's noticed a difference. I've noticed a difference in him. It's just a product that I believe in.
Prevagen has been the #1 selling brain supplement nationwide for over 10 years.
Yeah.
We're not just numbers people. We're people. Planning for retirement people. Protecting these little people. Owning all of this people. Because we're part of the journey, not just the plan.
And this is from the woman over there.
You just earned 5% cash back on that. Also, if I start a conga line, will you join?
Earn 5% cash back in different categories each quarter on up to $1,500 of purchases when you activate.
Hey, Daniel.
Summer weekends don't get much better than this. The Brewers take on the Phillies Friday, June 12th through the 14th. Bye-bye baseball! Friday night's back, bigger than ever. Friday, June 12th with an epic celebration of community at the ballpark. Then don't miss a William Contreras bobblehead giveaway Saturday the 13th. And on deck for the series finale, a huge day of family Sunday fun. Grab your seats now at Brewers.com.
Get in on Brewers action on your terms with a build-your-own ticket plan. Choose a plan that fits your schedule and the games that fit your fandom. Get yours now at Brewers.com.
Good time.
BYO. 1-0 Houston as we play the third. And Hamilton takes strike one. 9-1-2 coming up for the Brewers. Here's to see how Tang goes about this Brewers lineup second time through. Coleman Crow thus far, just the one mistake. Swing and a miss. Pulled the string to change.
Swing and a miss.
One thing that Highway Tang has already spotted one time to the order is that they're waiting on the sweeper. They're looking for it. I think that's how we got Contreras on the fastball looking. He's opening up the zone with the sweeper. Starting it way off the plate, the lefties, and letting it come back. Hamilton to left.
That one's gone. Tied up at one apiece. Naco tackle.
Fastball top of the zone. Just a short, compact swing, tight. Right to it. I don't think he's trying to do anything but get it on the line.
God damn it.
Tank couldn't believe he got out of the ballpark.
Me neither.
It's down and in on Yelich. He's
Down in there, yeah.
the opening inning, and for Hamilton, yes, I finally got one.
Yeah, and for Hamilton, he finally got one.
I think early on, his lineup showing that they're looking
1-0, I mean 2-0.
swings
Count on Yelich.
force Tang to go, okay, I'm going to go out of my comfort zone a little bit with the 9-hole hitter. Doesn't throw a sweep.
The hell?
3 fastballs and a changeup. The last fastball, he didn't get back. Yelich takes a strike. Cool for Hamilton to come
Hang on a minute.
Houston, too, where he spends his offseason. He got a shout out during the Roger Clemens meeting. Roger Clemens was like, "David Hamilton, you got any questions for me?" Busted bat, humpback liner caught by shooting for short. Brewers have a run batted in thanks to David Hamilton. Every Brewers run batted in. Northwestern Mutual Foundation funding 5 hours equivalent to $250 of childhood cancer research.
There we go.
Brewers proud partner in curing childhood cancer. Churio now fouled out to right field in the opening inning.
He fouled out to left field. First inning.
Hot, muggy day in Houston, and we're just getting to the tip of the iceberg on
Hot muggy day in Houston.
Roof is closed.
Woof is closed.
They had the roof open for early batting practice right around 2 o'clock, and they said once it reached 3 o'clock, they were like, "You can't close this thing fast enough. It is hot." It's hot, these rhinos. You know, but these Astros have been red hot too, winning 6 of 7. They're happy to be home. Astros under 500 at Dyken Park, 12-14. Been playing better, but the American League West, it's anybody's game at this point. The Mariners, who are in first place, are under 500.
Yeah.
2-1 to Churio.
2-1 Julius.
Set the sweep.
Swing and a miss.
Current West standings, the A's just a half a game back, and they're 2 games under 500. Really, it's anybody's division. Meanwhile, in the Central, everybody's still above 500. 2-2. Just missed, and a challenge from Salazar. It's going to be close. ABS challenge powered by T-Mobile. And it is a ball. Just missed by that much. 0.2 of an inch.
0.2 of an inch. Hang on, everybody.
Fooled himself a little bit. He kind of caught it as he was leaning. He tried to frame it up. Didn't get the call, but
No, he didn't.
his vantage point, he thought it clipped the corner. 3-2 to Churio. Swing and a miss. The sweep. There is so much movement on that pitch. Fourth strikeout for Tang. It looks like a wiffle ball. He's throwing it like a wiffle ball, and it's at 85 miles an hour. Look how far this thing moves. Jackson Churio picks up his left foot like he's going to cheat towards the third base line, opening up in case it's a heater in. He's going well back into that sinker, or that sweeper. In fact, all of his outs except for one have been on the sweeper. At the end of the bat of Bryce Terang. Terang struck out looking to end the first. almost everything pretty well. Swing and a miss. He went back to the sweeper. Picks up his fifth strikeout. The Brewers are off the board. David Hamilton in his home city of Houston. Those are the Crawford Boxes. All time in the league.
This May at Potawatomi, roll out the wedding for your share at $300 grand. Play with your rewards card for entries, and each
Excuse me. It's been a long week for me. With Memorial Day screwing me up and all other kinds of issues, work, stuff. I don't like that Milwaukee Brewers. Mod, you guys got the thing. Daniel, keep an eye. If you see Kenneth, can you let him know over in the Discord? To help keep an eye on the chat for me. Thank you. Yeah.
Isaac Paredes into a double play and now takes high for ball one. Leads the major leagues in pitches per plate appearance. Averages nearly 4.5 pitches every time he comes up. So when he swung at the first pitch and hit into a double play, that was rather shocking. 1-0 is a strike. First 2 outs and toss to first. Salazar scampers back. Yeah, that is surprising. With Paredes' 4th lowest
to down.
Take advantage of his last at bat with a runner on. He actually said he prefers to have runners on when he's at the plate. He says, I feel really confident with him on base. I try to do less instead of doing more. When I'm leading off or there's no one on, I get a little quick, so having guys on actually slows me down a little bit more. He's got a 5-game hitting streak going on right now, guys. His last 10 games, he's batting near 400. So the offense is coming from there right now. Pitch now that Mitchell is away. Trying to start something with 2 outs. Remember the beginning of the season, he was the RBI leader for a long time. Went through a dry spell for a few weeks. He's starting to pick it back up. More than anything, Tim, the key for Garrett Mitchell, just staying on the field, staying healthy. Absolutely. I mean, I think it's been a joy watching it day in and day out. I mean, making that great play at the wall in center field already in this game. He's had so many plays that he's made. I enjoy watching him run the bases and at the plate. I like that he's been more aggressive. Maybe not this at bat, he hasn't seen a strike yet, but early on in the year, it was pretty much a deep count every time. He was walking a lot. When he put the ball in play, it was a hit. There was some strikeouts, and then there was a lull there for a while because he was taking too many pitches. I think he's broken out of that by being more aggressive. Takes a 4-pitch walk. Sets up Luis Rengifo. And Salazar will go out and chat with Tang. See if the Brewers try and put Mitchell in motion, get him into scoring position. Rengifo reached on the fielder's choice. The other part of the Tang workout that we were talking about, the cycling and throwing bullpens and working up the sweat and all that stuff, yeah, the biggest part for him was when he's tired out there on the mound, he would find that his arm would drag behind his body. That by getting his body in better shape, that arm was going to be on time more. You're seeing the results. And you can say that about every pitcher, really. Unless you're a good sinker baller, the more tired you get, you have to be aware of that. A sinker baller, if you're tired, that's a good thing. You know, people look back at Jimmy Moyer. That guy would run like 3 miles before a game because he didn't want anything being straight. He wanted to be tired. Everyone has their own quirks. Mitchell Bills this one ripped down the right field line, foul. I think it's impressive for Tang. He had probably no idea if he's going to be in the bullpen or if he's going to be starting. So last time out was 89 pitches, and really what they've been doing lately is they've been trying to build up his pitch count in the best way possible because they've had so many injuries to starting pitching. So they're like, well, how do we do this? So they've just been building off of that. He laid the foundation in the offseason to be able to pick up that workload. And Nico rounds out, and 0 for 10 in the 4th inning.
The itch and rash of moderate to severe eczema disrupts my skin. Despite treatment, it's still not under control. Now I have Rinvoq, a once-daily pill that reduces the itch and helps clear the rash of eczema fast. Some felt significant itch relief as early as 2 days, and some achieved dramatic skin clearance as early as 2 weeks. Many saw clear or almost clear skin.
Rinvoq can lower ability to fight infections. Before treatment, test for TB and do blood work. Serious infections, blood clots, some fatal. Cancers including lymphoma and skin, serious allergic reactions, GI tears, death, heart attack, and stroke occurred. CV event risk increases in age 50 plus with a heart disease risk factor. Tell your doctor if you've had these events: infection, Hep B or C, smoked, are pregnant or planning. Don't take if allergic or have an infection.
Disrupt the itch and rash of eczema. See a head-to-head study of Rinvoq versus another treatment at Rinvoq.com/see the data. Talk to your dermatologist if you're not doing well on your current pill or injection to see if Rinvoq is right for you.
Are you one of the millions surprised by rising prices?
Well, AT&T just raised your rates.
You have rights.
I'm not entirely sure what they are because I'm not employed. I'm just a channel British actor. But I do know this. Right now, bring your phone to T-Mobile. They'll give you $400 plus pay off your phone up to $800 when you switch. And with T-Mobile's price guarantee on their experience plans, they won't raise the price of your rate plans for 5 years. Join T-Mobile and I guarantee you won't look back. And that's a guarantee. Am I saying guarantee too much? I feel like an actual lawyer.
If you're injured or
first inning, flying out to the wall in center. B for the order coming up for a second time against Coleman Crow. Just eclipsed the 40 pitch mark. 3+ innings of work for Crow, works fast. Alvarez hit that ball in the first inning, 113 miles an hour off the bat, and it was a curveball that was below the zone. It was going to be a ball, which can signal that that may be what he's looking for. Just missed on that backdoor cutter. So 3-1 on Alvarez, not necessarily where you want to be in the count. And he walked it, so the leadoff man is aboard. Second walk for Crow. He walked his one batter in 2 starts previously. Leadoff man up for the second time against Crow, and now it's Christian Walker. One thing he's got going for him is the Astros have grounded into 43 double plays, already won in this game. You have these guys back to back, so maybe you can erase the walk with a double play. Bounced to short last time. Nice play by Hamilton to erase Christian Walker, who's been swinging the bat better this year. 15 home runs already. Hit 4 on the last road trip. Check swing foul. Really enjoyed these young Brewer starters and the way that the ability to throw strikes. The last few weeks, we've just seen them continually throw strikes at their opponent, making them probably feel more aggressive. I'll give a pass on the walk by Alvarez. I wouldn't give that guy anything close at any point. Give him the bond streak for now. Like you said, every at bat with Alvarez, start like it's 0-2. Yeah. You have to. You have to throw your out pitches nonstop with a guy like that. The reason he is so good is he's willing to take his walks. Early on in his career, coming up in AAA, he didn't care much for the walks. He'd go out in the zone. On the ground third. He goes to second.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy.
Will make his way to third. Walker reaches, and instead of potentially getting 2, the Brewers get none. And that
No
is a
outs.
rare misplay by
On
the
the
Brewers
corners.
defense. Yeah, the fastball shot second pitch, being really aggressive. Last double was on the first pitch. And this is right in the wheelhouse, especially if you're looking for something out over the dish and you're just taught if it's in, you just pull your hands in and trust them. Slams it off the wall and left.
Infield comes up now for Nick Allen. Bunting, foul. Popped to short to Allen back in the third inning. This has been super aggressiveness from Houston. Swing and a miss, and now Crow has Allen in his back pocket. Only 4 plate appearances today, Tim, for Houston that have lasted at least 5 pitches. That's swinging and swinging early.
Well, we talked about how many strikes these pitchers have been throwing lately. If we know that, you know the Astros lineup does. And they live and die by this. They have to slug. That's just the way they operate. They have to do that. The pitching staff hasn't been the strongest like it maybe has been in the past. So they know they have to run the scoreboard up.
1-2. This away.
And they're not going to do it with the small ball and the infield hits and the bunting and the stealing, that kind of stuff that the Brewers can rack up a lot of runs.
D.O. Hall starting to crank it up in the Brewers bullpen. 2-2. Fly ball center. Mitchell is back on it. This will be deep enough to score the run from third. Houston leads it 4-1. Three-run inning for the Astros.
Yes, after 4 pitches off the plate away, he eventually gets a cutter up in the zone, and you can tell Nick Allen's one of these type of guys that's probably a professional hitter. If you're going to bat at the bottom of the order, you got to know the situation. So he was going leaning in on that sac fly.
Salazar takes outside. 7th man to hit in the inning against Crow.
I almost feel like Crow's going to look back on this game and wish he would have thrown more curveballs. Because sometimes when your best pitches, if you don't get a chance to go deep into the count to get to use it.
Is center for Mitchell. Side retired. Damage done though. 3 runs against Coleman Crow. The Brewers trying to get their bats going in the 5th.
At Ace, however you grill, we've got the perfect one for you. Because only your local Ace has all the best brands in one place, like Weber, Big Green Egg, Traeger, and Blackstone. That sounds pretty perfect. Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Every day, Michelin innovates to move the world forward on the road and far beyond.
Michelin, motion for life.
After an injury, your life can change in an instant. That's when the difference between lawyers matters. A lawyer who only prepares for settlement or one who prepares for trial. When a lawyer only prepares for settlement, the negotiation starts from a position of compromise. At Murphy and Procthauser, we believe justice deserves more than that. We prepare every case like it's going to go to trial. We don't settle for less, we fight for more, and we go to trial if that's what justice takes. Murphy and Procthauser, good lawyers who help people.
Rally House, shop every team in town. College and pro, come on, it's time to go.
The season starts at Rally House. From jerseys and hats to tumblers for game day, it's where outrageous selection meets every fan's style.
Market Eagles, Wisconsin Badgers, Brewers, Bucks, and the Packers. Rally House,
Bucks not feeling very confident. Again, powered by T-Mobile, and no more challenges for the Astros. I love the 2-box too, where we're seeing whoever challenges. Get to see their reaction. 3-1 to Yelich. That's outside ball 4. It's Contreras time. All of this damage with 2 outs. The walk to Yelich, the homer to Churio, the walk to Terang. See if Contreras can double up. Toss the first, Terang back. Brewers now with 111 two-out runs scored. 4th best in the big leagues. See the Astros up there too. Ground ball left side. Paredes has it. Goes the short way. The arms away. Side retire. Jackson Churio goes deep for the 2nd time this year. As he leaves the yard formerly known as the juice box.
That is a delicious looking orange slice. Thank you. That's actually my son's slice. Proud of you, son.
Thanks, Dad.
I'm sorry. This is a slice of your son? Look, it's an honor to be chosen for a Blue Moon. Well, if it's an honor. Yeah. Just kidding. That was a really good one. The larger one is the dad.
Nothing outshines a blue moon.
Here's that, Wisconsin. The newest scratch games from the Wisconsin Lottery are turning up the fun to the max. It's the All-American family of games with over $9.7 million in total cash prizes. Every scratch is a blast, from prize-filled puzzles to colorful number-matching fun to games loaded with excitement. Available now at Wisconsin Lottery retailers.
Whatever the moment, make it a cocktail. On the rocks, bartender created cocktails.
According to the Homeowners Association Bylaws Manual, residents shall refrain from using power tools before 7 a.m. Good thing it's 7:01. Cock-a-doodle-doo. Find savings on Echo this spring at the Home Depot and Echo dealers.
Join the crew Wednesday, June 3rd for Backyard Baseball Night. Buy a special ticket, receive a Pablo Sanchez bobblehead, and Sacred Postgame Fireworks presented by T-Mobile. Visit Brewers.com/theme nights. Coming up next week, as the Brewers go to the bullpen, Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all called, but then brings in DL Hall for the top of the order. Day is done for Coleman Kroll, the numbers so far on the DL tip. Last pitch on Saturday. Versus the Doyers. Dude, anything in the 3rd didn't go well. And for most of the year, he has been absolutely nails. Opening pitch on Trammell was a strike. So Crow goes 4 innings, 4 runs, only 2 earned. 3 hits, couple of walks, 1 strikeout. 2 unassisted for Yordan Alvarez. Ball hunting 3 up and 3 down for D.L. Hall.
Pollen in your way?
Allergies are the highest rate. Plus, the risk of brain fog. We've got Allegra.
Allegra delivers fast, powerful allergy relief with no brain fog due to drowsiness. Try now Allegra. It's a no-brainer.
After a serious motorcycle crash, don't trust the insurance company. Call Gruber Law Offices first. We've been representing injured bikers for over 35 years. Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
Milwaukee Brewers baseball is presented by the Alawani Sportsbook. Bet across the West. And by Carvagen. Carvagen, made for your brain. Back in Houston, it's a 1-run ball game. The Brewers will get into the bullpen of the Houston Astros. Stephen Oakert takes over on the mound. challenge. And the Brewers will not. So Mitchell picked off and caught stealing. It was close at second base though. Barely got him on the left calf.
Come on in.
Enough there to overturn it, maybe? Close. Renifo swings and misses in.
Renifo swings and misses.
To getting out of it.
Ball the three. There we go. There we go. There we go.
We all want more. But these days, the more we want is changing. Not just more power, but more confidence. Not just more details, but more warmth. Not just more seats, but more connection. Because that's the more that matters. The three-row Mazda CX-90. Drive one, and you'll know what more is all about.
Want a twist on breakfast? Try the new DQ breakfast collection. Like new cinnamon toast crunch dipped cone, new fruity pebble shake, and the new choco frosted donut blizzard treat. The new breakfast collection. Here for any time of day, but not for long.
Hey, Dad. That kind of looks like our car.
Wait a minute. It is our car.
Honey, we're good. That's why we chose auto owners. We work with our agent to get the right coverage so that when anything unexpected happens, we know we're covered.
Huh. This would make sense.
Ask your independent agent if auto owners make sense for you. Looks like I'll be taking you to work tomorrow.
things he's really trying to work on, Tim. Be more efficient within his at-bats. That just missed. Now we'll get a challenge from Contreras. He's got to get this one. Well, both catchers combined have been 0 for 3 tonight. Let's see. Got that one. So 1 for 4. They're hitting 250. No action in that Astros bullpen. Three lefties scheduled for the Brewers in the 7th. It's away. So it's not shooting. Another deep count for Dio Hall. Yeah, that's part of the reason he stepped ahead. He is effectively wild at times. 3-2 is down the lane. He walked Shoemaker out ahead and couldn't finish him. Go downstairs, checking with Stephen Watson. Update on Jared Koenig.
Yes, our injury report presented by Frederick Medical College of Wisconsin. Jared Koenig had a big step in his return from that left UCL sprain. He began his rehab assignment tonight in Nashville and got the win for the Sounds, pitching an inning, allowing a pair of hits. Pat Murphy does not want to put a timeline on his return, but they want to see the velocity get up. Murphy called Koenig one of the most underrated guys in the last 2 years for what this team has achieved. And one of those stories, guys, you just absolutely root for in this game.
Jared Koenig has been a huge part of this Brewers bullpen for the last couple of years. They can't wait to get him back. Meanwhile, the Brewers bullpen has been outstanding so far this year, but the all running into some problems here. They got the Jake Myers with 2 on and only 1 away. Just tell him to calm down a little bit. Focus on hitting a couple of spots. Maybe a one pitch away from getting out of the state. A lot of times when we've had that amount of time off, 6 days, you feel like you got to do more than what is asked of you at times. Myers with an RBI double back in the 4th. And he takes a changeup outside. It's a good pitch to try and roll up 2. It's a very aggressive offense as we've learned, Tim. And get somebody in on the front foot. A good changeup, 1-1. I love it. Back-to-back changeups there. Guaranteed. Chris came out and said, throw you a couple changeups, get you a ground ball. He threw an excellent one for a strikeout on Paredes back in the bottom of the 5th. Ground ball, second base. Turang goes to Hamilton. That's 1. The first to the Dio Hall rolls it up, and he puts up a 0 in the 6th. Let the Platinum Glover take care of it. And Hamilton on the pivot. 4-6-3. We enter the 7th in Houston. Defensive play of the game presented by Aurora Healthcare.
Dana's kettlebell workout has taken a strange turn. Rex can't help, but he can talk. This is wonderful news. It means she's sleeping deeply enough to dream, thanks to her Inspire implant. And Bill's sleeping better too. If CPAP doesn't work for you, check out Inspire Therapy, a proven sleep apnea treatment. No mask, no hose, just sleep. Learn more and view safety info at inspiresleep.com.
At Farmers, we know compromises can be compromising.
How far is this lot? You can maybe something a little closer? You'll be fine. It's all walking distance. Great. If we jog, we might make it in time for the encore.
Sometimes saving a few bucks just isn't worth it in the long run. If it's important, it's not worth compromising. That's why with Farmers, you can get quality and savings. Unless you want to get your steps in.
We are farmers.
right center, no man's land. Who wants it? It's caught by the second baseman, McCall. It's a really good play by Nick Allen, too. Right when it's hit, he turns his back and runs to it. He didn't even look as he was running because he knew he could be faster getting to that space before looking up. Without that, I don't think he's near it. David Hamilton, a homer and a strikeout. Squares, pulls it back, ball one. No fear for Hamilton to try and lay one down, even with Paredes in his back pocket. If you're Hamilton, you're trying to take this one up the first baseline. The lefty out there on the mound. Steady, he's ahead in the count. 2 balls, no strikes. 6 multi-inning appearances this year for Stephen Oker. The amount of lefties in the lineup for the Brewers makes sense for him to have an extended appearance. Probably see him again in a couple days. 2-0, hit towards right. Smith is there. Makes the catch. Back to the top of Yelich. Oker is living on the thumbs of left-handed batters right now. Back-to-back jam jobs on sinker's end. Tight. Wisconsin lottery. Home run leaderboard. Bowers to Ryan, Sanchez, Contreras, and Yelich. That would be a good time for his 5th. Line strike, 1-1. On the ground to the right side. Walker's got it. And Oker goes 1, 2, 3 for the Brewers in the 7th inning. Time to stretch in Houston.
Summer's here. You can celebrate anything, like buying your first car. Yes. Cute. Finishing a big project. Or even your dog's birthday. He's eating the cup. Is that okay? It's his daily fiber.
Right now, lease a new 2026 Camry for $289 a month. Or lease a new 2026 Corolla for $199 a month.
Your summer starts here.
Toyota, let's go places.
Let's stay out in front.
Let's look cardiovascular disease square in the eye and never look away.
Let's be on top of it.
Committed to it. In command of it.
Through determination.
Research.
Innovation. Understanding our roots.
Facing our truths.
With confidence, knowing the experts are here.
Let's not take our hearts for granted.
Because the world has so much left for us to do.
Reset, not a lot of hits, but the hits have certainly mattered. 4-3 Astros. Cam Smith 2 for 2. Palmer double, couple of RBIs. Jackson Churio 2-run homer in the 5th inning. Get the Brewers right back in it. Game that belongs to the bullpens now.
Belongs to the bullpens now.
Anderson is on for the Brewers in this bottom half of inning number 7. They'll face Nick Allen, Cesar Salazar, and then back to the top and Taylor from Mel. There's Grant Anderson.
There's Grant Anderson.
Pitched on Tuesday against the Cardinals. Tossed a scoreless 7th inning. A blink and miss at moment. He's been really good as of late. Being very economical with the pitches.
Got my shit on back.
Pitches twice on that last homestand. Here's a Nick Allen, and it's a strike.
strike.
Anderson's numbers on the season. A Houston area native.
Yeah. Come on in, everybody.
Allen fouls it away. We score a run.
Fouls it away.
On the seventh inning, ready to show off our arm strength. We're just tossing there, but waiting to throw peanuts and crack a kid here and there. Some of your youngsters, I think. Oh, I have to be careful too. That's a very weighty bag of peanuts. It's not a small bag of peanuts. No, it's a large bag. It's somebody with a brick of peanuts. Gotta be careful. 1-2. Allen
banking made easy. Mark and Mallory just said I do to a life together and the life with Landmark Credit Union. We set them up with a joint checking account and a great rate on an auto loan for their new home away from home. They could manage their money anywhere with our mobile app. When it was time for a home at home, they got a quick pre-approval online for a mortgage. Congrats, you two. May you bank happily ever after. Landmark Credit Union. Banking made easy.
We're here for those who build America.
Northwestern Mutual. The right time is right now. Build a life you'll love with a people-first plan from a Northwestern Mutual financial advisor. They can show you better opportunities ahead and help you leave blind spots behind. See how we plan differently at nm.com. Northwestern Mutual, a better way to money.
Oh, that is a delicious looking orange slice. You know, that's actually my son's slice. Go ahead, you can take a bite. Just kidding, that was a really good one. The larger one is the dad.
Nothing outshines a blue moon.
Today's Saturday game winner is Backwoods Bar and Grill in Stevens Point. Game time calls swinging early. Ball strike. 2 for 2 lifetime is Christian Walker with a pair of doubles against Ashby. Fouled away. Cam Smith on deck. 1-2 on Walker. In the dirt, knocked down by Contreras. Ground ball up the middle, base hit. Let's go downstairs, check in with Stephen Watson more on Air Nashville.
Well, you know what leads Major League Baseball in wins? No pitcher who's made at least 80% of his appearances for relief has ever led Major League Baseball in wins. He could have been a running joke in the clubhouse. Jeff Patrick saying it was good to get Ashby to win on Wednesday. He's like one of those vultures up in the air waiting to attack, steal the win. And I spoke with Ashby about it today. He told me he doesn't want to know the MLB record for most wins by a reliever. It's 18, by the way. He never forgets the advice Christian Yelich gave him as a rookie. It takes a really long time to have a good season. It takes a really long time to have a bad season. There's a lot of season left, and he's trying to help his
We'll see Ortiz running with the pitch. Churio is on deck. So Blue Bog getting ready in the bullpen for Houston. Walker holds to Ortiz as King sets on 3-2. Yelich, a ground ball hit towards the middle. It'll be fielded.
This
step in the way. You have an eye on the future.
And here we are.
That first meeting changed everything. We're just trying to figure it out.
What do you want life to look like when the kids are on their own one day?
Maybe a second home.
Northwestern Mutual, a better way to money.
Here's that, Wisconsin. The newest scratch games from the Wisconsin Lottery are turning up the fun to the max. It's the All-American family of games with over $9.7 million in total cash prizes. Every scratch is a blast, from prize-filled puzzles to colorful number-matching fun to games loaded with excitement. Available now at Wisconsin Lottery retailers.
Felco, 50 years of delivering home renewal home runs to Wisconsin. Since 1976, we've provided Wisconsin with quality American-made products and the biggest savings. Join the home team with free installation and no interest for 18 months on windows, siding, doors, and roofing. Trusted for 50 years. Trust the experts. Trust Felco.
We're proud to serve our Wisconsin neighbors and a proud partner of Milwaukee Brewers. Free installation every Sunday. Hurry, call now.
Call 866 for Felco.
4-4 game as we go to the top of the 10th inning. Both of these teams in extra innings are 2-2, apparently. Off we go. Limber Santa is the new pitcher for the Houston Astros. Made his major league debut in the no-hitter earlier this week in Texas against the Rangers. Worked 2 perfect innings and got the last out with a strikeout. Yeah, Kirk, just 24 pitches in that big appearance. There's a lot of sweepers, a lot of sliders. Fastball is actually on the back burner for this kid. Only throws it about 21% of the time in those couple of innings he's thrown. Salpena in at short. Brewers will have Christian Yelich as their designated runner to start this 10th inning against Santa. And Christian Vasquez stays in to catch. Jackson Churio leads it off in the 10th inning. And it's ball 1. Santa was in the Futures game a year ago for Houston. Currently the 16th best prospect in the system at a 1.42 ERA in the minor leagues. With the Skeeters in Sugarland. 1-0 to Churio. Away. 2 balls, no strikes. Churio, Terang, and Contreras. The hitters due up in the inning. And it's 3-0.
Well, folks, hasta la vista. But welcome in, Anthony Lang, 1089, and Rodney Slinger. If you guys haven't already, hit that like, subscribe, and notification button. I was upstairs dealing with something. Let's go Brewers! Let's go Astros! Yeah, smash that like. Smash that thumbs up button. As we go to the middle of the 10th inning. Tenth inning. Strike right there. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night. You're out of here. Hey, if you're brand new here, like the one on the screen, like the one I just said hello to Roger, after I show your name up on the screen. Ball one. 99 miles an hour for a ball to Christian Walker versus Miguel. Here we go. Fired up. I don't care which team wins, but you know what I'm here for? A good, entertaining ball game. That's what this dream is all about. Even though I live here in Wisconsin and I root for the Milwaukee Brewers, despite the Houston Astros they were in the National League at one point, then they were now in the American League. Fly ball, right field. Out number 2. Runner advances from second to third. Tying one is 90 feet away for your Houston Astros. Now, I know this may be a long shot. A single gets him in. One more out for Trevor McGill to get if you're a Milwaukee fan. Last down, Houston is down to the final out. Pop out, fly, out of play. Strike one. 0-1 count. 2 more to go. Time call. Mound visit. They could. Base hit ties it. Home run wins it. They need a home run to win it. Base hit ties it. Does not help. Yes, it could still help him. But long shot is, theory is, if, let's say, tied up 5-all, they have to go to the 12th. Okay? Same scenario for Houston. Man at second, get him over. 2 outs. You're going to ask me the same exact question again. Final strike. 2-2 count. Now you gotta be careful. If the ball is outside, it's ball 3. If the ball is inside the zone, strike 3, ball game. 2-2 pitch. Struck him out. They left him, 1 at the plate, 1 at third base. The winning one was at home plate. It was a foul tip. I believe Trevor McGill gets the win. Let's see here who gets. I want to see who gets the win. Actually, I can tell you.
So 5-4, the Brewers have won 4 in a row, and they can go for a series victory tomorrow in Houston. 5:40 final score for Tim Dillard, Stephen Watson, and our entire crew. Jeff Leverett saying so long. More coming. Brewers postgame.
Who gets the win? Hang on here. Everybody just stay with me here because I want to know who gets. Uribe gets the win. Miguel gets the save. Okay. They finally did it.
It helps me maintain who I am and gives me more confidence. I'm taking Prevagen and telling
Santana gets the loss for Houston.
Prevagen works for me and I see the results.
Prevagen has been the #1 sewing brain supplement nationwide for over 10 years.
Uribe improves to 3-2. 7th save for Trevor McGill. Now, I know Bulls fans are gonna go all ape shit nuts on me. I mean Houston fans, because they think their team should have won. Yes, I think their team should have won, but Houston fans, let me tell you something. You guys played one hell of a game. Now, actually, let me pull another channel here. I posted down, I posted into the chat. You guys can go over there and watch him recap the game. Okay, let me look him up. Just hang on. There is the link right there. I'll even post it again. If any of you have any questions for me about today's stream, do not feel like you got to hold back. Feel free on, okay, let's say I need to improve on something. I like feedback. But here's the thing though. Make sure it's PG-13. Make sure it's YouTube appropriate. I'll try to get back to all of your questions. If I can't, that you like, subscribe, and turn on that notification bell. I'll see you guys in the next one, which is tomorrow, game 2. If you guys just came in for today's stream for the Brewers and Astros game, I would like to have the same people back tomorrow. We're over 32 people in here watching. Because I saw it up here and I saw it on my phone. That's how much this community means to me. I want to get this MLB community up there. I want to push this MLB community out there. I want you guys to have a home no matter what team you guys like. Brewers, Twins, Astros, Cubs, White Sox, you name it. Nationals, Dodgers, Miami. I could keep going on. I could sit here for 5 hours and do this thing. I've done a 5-hour stream before. That was the Coca-Cola 600 last year. If you don't know what I'm saying, just look it up. 5 hours straight, I was live. This stream took me 2 hours and 37 minutes and counting. See you guys tomorrow. That's H, man.